Hello, I'm Mario Toneguzzi with Real Estate Spotlight. Joining me today is Renata Reid, a realtor with Sotheby's International Realty Canada in Calgary. Thanks for joining us again, Renata.
Yes, hi Mario. Thank you so much for having me on again.
All right, let's talk about buying and selling a home in the fall. Obviously, well, let me ask you this: how is it compared to other seasons of the year in the fall, winter, when it comes to the real estate market and activity?
Well, the activity right now has been pretty good. It has there's the seasonal slowdown that kind of happened at the end of the year, summer, and now we have a lot more inventory for people to look at, and it's a great time to be buying because there's options out there. And when you're looking to sell and buy, it's a great time right now. Things are you have a bit of breathing room right now, and it's a fantastic time to be in the market.
Yeah, is it tough at this time of the year for the market because everybody's back from holidays in the summer, right? And they're back and doing things like whether
Mhm.
it's their work, whether it's their children's activities and all that stuff. How much of a role does that all that play in the market?
Yeah, it certainly does play a role in the market to have people coming back from holidays and everything. And September, October tend to be a little bit more focused on back to work and that
Yeah.
kind of thing. So there is, that's why we're seeing some of that inventory kind of climb up. But it's great when you're looking and you went from a crazy market to now it's a market that's easier for buyers and sellers because houses are moving still, but there's still a lot of demand. Certainly, it's slowed down a little bit, but I'm finding my buyers and sellers are a lot happier right now because they're able to get the activity that they want, and they're able to transact sort of in a normalized market, which is really wonderful.
So let me ask you if you're a seller and as it starts getting, I'm looking outside. Today's a gorgeous day, but but
Mhm.
as the weather starts to turn and gets worse, how does that play a role in, when you have a listing up for sale at this time of the year?
Yeah, so what we often do is in this market, because the season's changing and it's starting to get cooler, we start preparing our homes differently. We do sometimes do seasonal photography ahead of time for people, so that we get some of these beautiful days in the photos, so we can actually keep those. And if you're listing in a month's time, we have two different styles of photos. So we do, to prepare the house, you want to make sure that the exterior is well maintained, and make sure you're raking up the leaves and getting all those, because the fall season's coming. So you want to spruce up your property just like you would in any other time, but it's different now with all the seasonal changes and cooling and leaves that are out there.
Yeah. And what about when the snow starts to fly?
Yeah, when the snow starts to fly, so you gotta start preparing your home, shutting off the outdoor water, right? So we're not using water right now as much, or even at all. So might as well start turning off the water and making sure that you're protecting your house for the winter season, those kind of things. So yeah, just preparing and making sure that everything on the outside is well maintained for that winter season.
Now, if you're in a buyer's situation, in many ways, I guess this is pretty ideal time, right? For you, you've got, as you mentioned, the inventory is pretty high now compared to what it has been in the past year or so.
Mhm.
And then you've got, the level of buyers out there aren't as high, so pretty good time if you're looking at, or even like if you really have to look, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, my buyers right now are a lot happier because there is inventory, but even in those categories that were hot in the past, they're still hot right now. So it's not like you can still wait and see what happens. Like if you see something, you got to buy it right away, because in the categories, anything under 1 million is still moving pretty quickly. Anything under 500, there really isn't a lot of inventory in those categories. Up over 1 million, there seems to be a lot more, but it's still moving fast. Anything that's good is going to move fast no matter what the market's doing.
All right, wonderful. Well, thanks so much, Renata, for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Mario. Good to see you again.
All right, that was Renata Reid, a realtor with Sotheby's International Realty in Canada. Thanks for joining us today.